Guys, today we're gonna make a brand new Dead by Daylight tier list. This is of course no bias against survivors or killers. This is how they are balanced, how they are perfectly. So we are going to rank this out of how balanced they are for both killer and survivor. If a map is better for killer than survivor, like if the margin is like this big of a difference, then it's not a good map. Maps should be of course balanced. They should have fun replayability. Like for example, the newest map is pretty fucking boring. Okay, you have the house. After that, where else is it that you can loop around? And one more other thing that also is important is the design of the map, how good it looks, how great it is. Is it fun? Is the atmosphere there? It's like, do you feel the presence of Dead by Daylight when you are on the map? So we're just gonna jump right into it. We're gonna start off with, fuck, these are so small. This is one of the Gas Haven maps. Am I gonna lump them all together? The general one with, I think, yeah, let me just put this one. So this is like the one where this is the office, I think. Genuinely, I think it's balanced out map, but it's C tier. I'm gonna put it in C tier because it's really boring, nothing special to it. There is normal loops. It just gets this high of a ranking because I think it's balanced out. I mean, it's one of the older maps, so of course the older maps were pretty much more balanced out, I feel like, between killers and survivors. Okay, let's make sure that we get everything. This is the lodge as well. This one is a little bit better, so I'm gonna put it over, but again, I feel like most of these are pretty much hard. This one, actually, I'm gonna put it in B tier. I think this is one of the casual ones as well. I think I have gathered everyone because these three, I know all of these three, but this one right here has more cars and stuff that you can loop around. I really like that I don't have to depend on one main building, and other than that is just normal loops. This one has more stuff you can just go and loop around. I kind of like it, and genuinely I feel like these three right here are like decent, and there is like a little bit better. It's like barely going up to the B tier. Moving on, we have the Yamahoka maps. These are both of these. So I am going to be honest, this one right here, C tier. I feel like it's not that balanced out. I think maybe it's a little bit killer sided. There's so many loops and stuff on this map that can like favor the killer if they know how to play on it properly. Nothing that can like really like balance or even it out. There's like no real fucking synergies where you can go from, like, the whole map is split out. So if you have like looped a killer on the other side for too long, well, tough shit, you're not gonna get over to the other map if you have used up all the pallets. Tough shit, there's nothing really more you can do. You're stuck, you're fucking dead already. I mean, of course you can loop the killer for long there. I'm not saying that, I'm just saying that synergizing between the loops is a little bit bad. I just feel like it deserves to be there. But then we have a map like this, which I feel like is also borderline going over onto the B tier. You have the big one in the middle, which is pretty hard to loop around. Of course it's possible, but it's very killer favorable, and you have two sides basically. So let me just pull up paint. I love to draw, so this is gonna be fun. You basically have the entire map in this box right here, and then you have the middle, of course, here, which is the main building. There is like a staircase that goes down here, but you can loop this way as well, and stuff like that. There's some pallets here, but then you have this right here and this side right here. Like right here in the middle at the top and the bottom, there is no way you can actually like loop a killer there. There's like one pallet, or maybe this side or this side. It's either one of those, and it's so fucking bad because you literally can't do anything about it there. Okay, let's go over to the next one, which is the Father Campbell. This is the nurse and clown map. I don't know which is which, but let me just tell you guys that straight up, this one is going into S, and this one is also going into S. Both of these maps are so balanced out for both survivors and killers. There are so many synergies between the loops you could do as a survivor, but at the same time the killer has the possibility to catch you, especially this map right here. The middle primary building, it's so fucking good, and the loops around, there's like loops around the whole thing. So it's not like Yamahoka where there's like at the sides there are loops that have synergies, and in the middle one pallet, and then top and bottom mid of the map, nothing at all. But on this map right here, you have synergies everywhere, but it's still can be favorable for the killer if, for example, a pallet is used, and you can pretty much, as long as you have the mind game, if you have better mind game as a killer, you can get down the survivors. That's why I think both of those are kind of the same. Maybe this one is better, but I still feel like these are one of the best maps we have gotten. I love playing on these maps. I feel like it's always favorable. I don't feel like, oh fuck, this map is too killer sided or this is too survivor sided for me. Then we have Redwood and the Plague map. This is for the Hunters and this is for Plague. Now, let me tell you something right now where I'm putting this right here in fucking D tier. I hate Redwood. I hate Redwood so fucking much, but again, I gotta be objective about it. It's not F tier. It's not like the worst shit on the fucking planet. But at the same time, like, holy fuck this map, bro. I hate playing on this so much. It is so big. It feels really killer-sided, but sometimes if you're new as a killer on this map, it's horrible to play it. It's so boring. It's a plain blue-green color, nature color. It is so boring to play on this map. I hate it. Also talking about, I forgot to mention, the designs on the other maps is at least cool. I like this map and this map. It's eerie. Okay, there's maybe not a lot of color, but it's eerie and it makes atmosphere. That's why I love this so much. Now, Redwood as well, there is not that many synergies you can do between. I feel like I often just get stuck with like no option than to just try to 360 the killer. And the jungle gyms, for some reason, it doesn't feel good looping them. I don't like looping the jungle gyms. It feels so weird, so clunky. I don't know. It's just something about me. I don't like Redwood at all. But this one right here, C tier, is a little bit better than this one. This one is low D tier, by the way, just so you guys know. So there's a little huge margin or a gap between this one and this one. This one I don't have that much against. Again, you have a little bit better, you have like synergized loop patterns around the whole map, and you have a middle part which can actually be loopable. I didn't like it at first when I played on it because I didn't understand how to use the middle part of the map, but now I've kind of grown to get used to it. I know how the layout is right now, and now I pretty much think it's a pretty decent map. Now we have Badham, which I like the design. It's a little bit boring. I think the atmosphere is cool. It's the Freddy map. But I gotta be honest, in all seriousness, a really survivor-sided map. Goes straight borderline. I have to make another tier. Wait a minute. Wait a fucking minute. I have to make another tier. This one is going into E. I personally don't have that much of an agenda against this map. I feel like it's fun to play. But it's just the balancing that ruins the entire fucking map for everyone. It ruins so much for everyone that tries to play a killer. I remember playing Blight on this map, and it's almost impossible. Once you're like 3-gen, the game stands so stuck between these 3-gens. There's not that much you can do. They're so close up to each other. Like, I swear to fucking God. There's so many powerful loops for survivors as well to go around. Literally, the fucking school and the basement is so broken for survivors if you know the layout and know how to loop around it. But genuinely a really survivor-sided map. Don't like it that much. We're just gonna move on. Now we have the game. Whew. Now, I'm just genuinely gonna say right now that I know a lot of people hate this map. For times I don't like it as well. But I feel like it is a top 5 map for atmosphere. I am not joking right now. When I play on this map, I genuinely get the Dead by Daylight vibe. Like, oh my god, this is a licensed map. I'm literally... Bro, what is this, bro? What is going on? Like, when I think about Saw and remember all of the location, it felt so bland and boring. But this map right here, holy fuck! If Saw had something like that in their movies, it would be way cooler because this map is fucking insane. I think it's so fun to clutch on this map. Like at the end game collapse, I think it's so fun. As said, I gotta be honest with the balancing. Holy fuck, it's so survivor-sided. It's so survivor-sided. If you're not playing someone like Dredge or Nurse or Demo or someone that can teleport around, it's going to be really hard for you to get a 4K on this map. Maybe like at least like Oni is someone that I find so balanced and can be good on so many maps, even some indoors maps as well. But oh my god, there's not much this guy can do. It's just so many fucking pallets in the way for everyone. Genuinely thinking about balancing, I'm gonna put it in D tier, low D tier. I like it. I like playing on it, so it gets a boost from that. And I like the design. I like the atmosphere. But I gotta be honest. Actually, I gotta be honest. It has to be E tier. Like it's so unbalanced. I have to think about it that as well. Now we have these ones right here. Oh boy, this one oh my god. But okay, so house. I'm just gonna take this one right here. Put it high D tier. I don't think this one is balanced at all. Most of these maps aren't even that balanced. This one, would I prefer playing on this one? I'm gonna actually take it lower C tier as well. I don't. These ones are a little bit hard to go through because they are so similar. This one over, like between here and grown house. This one right here is. These ones I feel like is a little bit killer sided sometimes. A little bit hard to get some work in as a survivor, and I feel like pretty much I've had a lot of good chances on this map when I've been playing as a killer. So I don't know, I'm just gonna have to put it like right under right here. Maybe most of these maps are so unbalanced and so unfair. This one genuinely is. I'm gonna also put it here in C tier because it's so much corn and stuff in the way, so it kind of like gets the atmosphere going. But genuinely, these are all just pretty decent mid maps. Some of them are just more killer sided in my opinion, and that's why they are D tier, and the rest is just C tier, plain, nothing special. I like what they did with the lighting. Cowshed is like bigger game. Are you talking about this one right? Okay, I need to switch these two right here. This one is going straight here. Now I remember this map right here. This one has so bad synergizing. It's so easy for killers to catch survivors in loops here. The first one in D tier. Oh, this one right here. There is a jungle gym though. This one, and this one, both of these has a jungle gym as well. Let's just hop on over to Larry's, and there I also gotta be honest, it has the atmosphere. I love the atmosphere here. It's the doctor's map. I hate playing against the doctor. Now, Larry's a little bit the worst map to play for as nurse. I know I'm talking a lot about nurse, but that's just the one killer I'm always thinking about when it comes to these types of tier list stuff, like how it affects them. I don't know. I'm gonna have to put in again, not the best, not the worst, but not the best, not the worst. Not the oh, I also forgot this map right here. Yeah, this one is going with the rest of the bunch over this one right here. I forgot to rank this one. Let me just take it behind there. Low D tier as well. I would prefer being on this instead of Redwood, but it's unbalanced. But it has that. I'm gonna put it over these ones as well. I like playing on it. Now, let me just make sure that I have all the Macmillan maps ready. Is this one Coal Tower? First one is Coal Tower. Okay, easily the best map in existence. I'm just gonna emphasize that right here. Delete row there. It's the best map in my opinion. It's really good. No, not really good. It's amazing of a map. The synergies on this map between the loops are insanely fucking good. You can run around the entire map looping around, but at the same time, genuinely, it's also good for the killer as well. It's balanced for the killer as well, because most of the map, it all comes down to mind game. How good are you at mind game? If you are better in mind gaming as a killer, then voila, you are going to win. But if you are better as a survivor, or if the genuinely the team is better in mind gaming, of course, they are going to win. RNG is a little... is it that big of an RNG on this? Yeah, I guess the jungle gyms can be a little bit RNG'd, but still, like, it's perfection in my opinion. It's like the blueprint of what a Dead by Daylight map should look like. But like, even though the design, it has the atmosphere, it has the classic the atmosphere, so it's already good. And it's Coal Tower. Everyone agrees that this is the best map. Now, when it comes to this one right here, all of these, this is definitely A tier. Now, Shelter Woods, first F tier. This is by far maybe one of the worst maps. This is the most killer-sided map of every single... I hate it. I hate it. It is so bad, Shelter Woods. Oh my god. And when you're playing and you actually play with somebody that is wasting their time, like, bro, you need to be on 24, no, like, through the whole match. You can't literally just take a moment off and rest. You have, as a survivor, you have to do everything so quick if you want the 4k out of there. And if you're playing as a nurse that is good, then already it's a loss. What are you supposed to do? The only way you can come out is if you magically manage to just mind game the nurse the entire time. Or reading perks will ruin everything as well. It is Shelter Woods. It's one of the worst maps. One of the worst maps. Now, I don't have bad memories. I have good memories as well, but I hate it still. All of these are basically in A for me. They are so. This one as well is maybe the lowest one. So basically all of these maps are so balanced, but it's just that Coal Tower is like the perfect one. These ones are, because of the RNG, it can become really weird with the pallets and stuff. Like low-key playing on this map, you can't. These maps, like windows of opportunity will help you. So but again, these are really balanced. It's just that the RNG sometimes can just fuck it over a little bit, in my honest opinion. They're not S tier material. They're not like the perfection, if you know what I mean. But yeah, very solid maps. I like playing on. I don't have anything against playing on most of the Macmillan's maps, except this one. I hate this one. Now let's take over Hawkins. Now let me tell you guys something. Hawkins is going high B tier. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you guys something about the best insider map ever made, and they removed it, which is pretty sad because this is one of my personal favorite maps. I loved playing on Hawkins. It was the most fun climatic map ever, especially endgame collapse was insane on this map. They made like only pallets work, and I know like that's the reason why I quite much don't like the game, but on this map it kind of like felt like it wasn't that survivor sided at the same. It's a little bit survivor sided, so it's not like A or S tier because of balance. But I love the design of this map as well. Again, it's the Stranger Things map, has no relation to Stranger Things whatsoever in my opinion. It doesn't look like even the fucking Hawkins base in my opinion. It's so different from the whole franchise, but I like this one a lot. Now we're going to take, okay, so this is the Halloween map. Now the old one, this is probably the old one, pretty bad. Really bad, really survivor sided. The design was plain color. I don't like. The newer one is a little bit better, but again, like for some dumb reason, like they reworked the map a little bit before they reworked the design, so that there wasn't that one fucking god window, and then they just added. I'm not even kidding. Like the god window was back. I don't know if I'm tripping or if I'm thinking about maybe Garnoff. No, like the loops are still really strong, so I have to put it down at E tier, not F tier, not fucking Shelter Woods, but like holy fuck. Oh, not good at all. I genuinely don't have that much strong feelings about this map. I have clutched on it many times, but at the same time, don't like it at all. Now we have Swamp. Both of these are going straight down E tier over this one and this one. These are both two pretty fucking bad, like a little bit too killer sided. No, actually way too killer sided in my opinion. I don't like playing on these two maps again. I always get a disgusting feeling in my mouth when I'm playing on these fucking maps. Ooh, I like the atmosphere a little bit, but holy fuck, the map is small. The map is so small. It feels at least small. I think it's smaller than the regular maps. And there's so bad synergy between all the loops. Yeah, everyone knows that Swamp isn't the best. But we are now over to Dead Dog. And let me tell you guys something. About Dead Dog. I hate it so much because I can't rank it high. That's why I hate it. I can't rank it because it's one of the most killer sided. It's actually probably the most, it could be arguably the most killer sided map, but I love it so much. It is indeed the funnest map to play on Dead by Daylight. I love playing on Dead Dog. I literally, when I started playing, like they took down Dead Dog for like months because it was bugged and stuff. And when I came back to Dead Dog, bro, it is so fun, bro. It is such a fun map. I love playing on Dead Dog. Oh my god, it is so good, but it's, again, so killer-sided. It's so small at the same time. Like, listen to me. If they just fix a synergized loop on the other side as well, because there's one, the other side, that has, like, you know, the jungle gyms going through each other and stuff. And there's, like, a little bit different. There's, like, doors and stuff that you can break down as killer. But I have to put it low A tier. I can't put it lower than that. Or I mean higher. That's oh, but it's so good. It's killer sided, but again, I feel like I get that when I see this map, I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm playing on fucking Dead Dog, boys. We're playing on fucking Dead Dog right now. Let's go. I don't really like Dead Dog because survivors every time just run into main building to loop infinite because they are too bad. I have the problem where I'm playing with survivors and they usually just get down so fast. But it's not their problem because, again, killer sided. Once the pallets are gone, you have to use main building basically, or killer shack. But so that's why it's there. I personally love the map. It is so fun. I love playing on this. Fuck, I want to put it higher. Ooh, but here's the thing. I'd rather play on this map than these. I feel like, oh, fuck it. I'm putting it high A tier. I can't put it in S. It's not perfection. But again, they nailed atmosphere, nailed the sign. It's just the balance. It's just the balance that is a little bit off. But you can still get out 4 people. But I'm just saying it's harder than most maps. Oh my god, it's so fun. I love that dog. Now, let's go over to silent. This is Midwich. Fuck, the atmosphere, probably one of the best atmospheres ever on the map. It's so good. They nailed it so perfect. But let's just be honest. The balance on this, like, what? Oh, no. Everybody gets frightened when they play on this map. It is, oh my god. It gives me a headache playing on that map. And it's hard to loop the killer stairs as well because it's not many strong loops for survivors. So, I like the atmosphere. I'm gonna put it, oh wait, fuck, this is the wrong one. I'm gonna put it D tier. Suffocation pit in A tier with 6 jungle gyms in middle right next to each other. RNG, I guess so, but again, at the same time, the only strong point really, I guess you're kind of right. I guess I'm gonna have to move it down here because I get it. The balance is pretty fucked up, but it's a fun map to play on as well, though. Yeah, but yeah, I kind of agree with you on that one. Like, but it's still fun to play on, so I'm gonna keep it in B tier. But I kind of understand that point. Now, Ormond, already between S and A right here. It's a really fantastic map. I always love playing on it, even though it's a better Dead Dog in my opinion. I love playing on Dead Dog, but honestly, Ormond is just a better Dead Dog. Because again, you have a main building in the middle. Ugh, I'm gonna get so heated for this when I make this into a video. Fuck, I'm gonna get so much heat for this. Holy fuck. Now, let me take the last map and put it right here because this is the worst map ever made. Holy fuck, it's so bad. The design is okay. The atmosphere good, okay. Design pretty detailed, pretty good. I like watching the map. I like looking at the details. Really interesting map for sure. But like, why is this wrong? Like, playing as survivor and killer is so mind-bogglingly. I hate playing. Everyone knows that RPD is just straight out the worst map. Now I'm gonna put this one right here, D tier. Nothing special about it at all, but it's in that tier because so first of all, the newest map, okay, Garden of Joy. I don't like it. Wait, let me. So basically, Garden of Joy for me, there's nothing special about the map. It's pretty mediocre, pretty bland, bad. It's okay, decent for both killers and survivors. There are enough loops for it to be balanced, but other than that, nothing really special about it. D tier, just because I don't genuinely care for the design that much. I don't think it's bad, but I don't care for it that much. Now it's this one right here, and it's probably gonna shock a lot of you guys, but I'm gonna put it right here in A tier. I think it is A tier. It is A tier, okay? Don't you, if any of you guys walk with me right now, I'm telling you guys, it is A tier. There, I feel it's not too strong for killer or survivor. Nice loops for both killers and survivors to handle. I don't think it's very much that fair for each side. It's plain balance. I love the map. I love looking. The best exit gates is also on this map right here. This was the first map that came out when I started streaming as well, so I kind of had like nostalgia to it as well. But I like the design of it. I like the loops don't have that much against it. I feel like it's overhated as fuck. I don't understand why people hate it that much. I love playing on this map. And I think that will be everything for the map tier list.